Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're looking into something quite specific, this idea of billionaire thinking.
Right, or being built different, as the source material puts it.
Exactly. We've got this text describing a certain mindset, certain actions, our mission, to really get under the hood, understand the principles.
Not just a checklist, but the why behind it. How some people approach, well, success and building things for the long haul.
So you can expect insights into a maybe unique view on work, time, achievement, going beyond the surface stuff.
Okay, so first thing that jumps out, for me anyway, is this focus on action.
Ah, yeah. The text says, every move he makes speaks louder than words. Quiet, but effective.
Very effective. It's about execution, isn't it? Not just, grand plans. Action creates momentum. It's tangible.
It really is, like actually doing versus just talking about doing. And that seems to bleed into how they manage time.
Definitely. He wakes up before the world does because he chooses to. That choice is key.
It's not presented as just like a punishing grind. It's intentional.
And the contrast is deliberate, right? While others scroll, he studies. While they party, he plans, choosing activities.
So time isn't just passing, it's being used. The text calls it currency.
His time is currency, and he spends it wisely. That framing is powerful. Time as a limited, valuable asset.
You invest it, basically. You don't just spend it.
Precisely. Investing it in things like studying, planning, things that build towards a future goal rather than just immediate gratification.
Which brings us to the goal itself.
Yeah.
It mentions he's not chasing money, he's building freedom. Then it asks systems, ownership, legacy.
Yeah, that's a huge shift in perspective. It's bigger than just cash.
Why is that so important, do you think, that shift?
Well, the text explains it pretty clearly. Money runs out. Simple as that.
But systems, ownership, legacy.
That lasts forever. Or at least it's designed to. It's about creating something enduring, something that generates value independently, like building an engine, not just collecting fuel.
An engine of freedom, maybe, and to protect the time needed to build that engine.
You need the power of no.
Right. He says no more than he says yes, because his time is currency. That takes discipline.
Huge discipline. It's about filtering, understanding opportunity costs. Saying yes to one thing means saying no to potentially something more valuable.
Cutting out the noise, essentially.
Which links to another point. He's not distracted by applause. He's focused on execution.
Oh, I like that. No need for external validation.
Seems like it. The focus is internal. Real players don't post every move. They move in silence and let success make the noise.
Moving in silence. That's potent. It suggests a deep confidence, maybe.
Or just intense focus. The validation comes from the result, the execution, not from people clapping along the way.
And this isn't about endless struggle either. Success isn't about grinding forever.
Thank goodness for that. It continues. It's about building something so solid you don't have to grind forever.
Building leverage, then. Creating systems that work for you.
That seems to be the idea. Sustainable effort, intelligent building, so the initial, maybe intense effort pays off down the line by creating stability.
Makes sense. Less burnout, more sustainable output.
And speaking of effort, it tackles the luck argument head-on.
Ah, yes. The world calls him lucky. But luck didn't build his empire.
Relentless discipline did. It puts the agency squarely back on the individual's consistent actions.
No magic wand, just discipline. And it comes from an authentic place, it seems. He's not trying to fit in. He's here to own the game.
Yeah, a distinct vision. Not just thinking about the next paycheck, as the text says, but building for generations.
That's a massive timescale difference. Legacy again.
It really brings it all together. The action, the time management, the focus on systems, the discipline, it all serves this larger, long-term, authentic purpose.
Okay, so let's quickly recap. This billionaire thinking, this built different approach, seems to boil down to a few core things. Action first. Always.
Treating time like your most valuable currency, spending it strategically.
Focusing on building lasting value systems, ownership, legacy, not just chasing money.
Being disciplined enough to say no, often protecting that focus.
Driven from within, focusing on execution, not applause, moving in silence.
Building smart to avoid the forever grind. Creating sustainable structures.
Relying on relentless discipline, not waiting for luck.
And finally, operating from a place of authentic purpose, aiming for generational impact, not just fitting in.
It's quite a picture.
It is. And it leads to a really interesting question for you listening right now. Think about just one area in your life. Where could applying even one of these principles, say, prioritizing some deep strategic work over just reacting to immediate stuff, where could that lead long term? What noise, what distractions could you maybe afford to silence to focus on building something that truly lasts?